All right, ladies and gentlemen, hope you're doing fine, well, excellent. And in this video, I'm going to be working with text. So, a bit of options with working with text in Photoshop to help you with your designs. All right. What I really like about Photoshop and even Adobe programs is that there's several ways to do one thing, or there's different techniques to achieve a specific effect. So, um, I would suggest for you guys to find your way of working, how you're more comfortable working. But I'm just going to share a few things I use when I'm working with text. Now, this is our character tab right here. If you don't see it, you just need to go to Windows, Character, and it'll be highlighted right there. So to get started, we want to click right here on the left side. We have a little T, that's for our text, and then we can start writing. I decided to do a design about Bigfoot. So let me just write Bigfoot. All right. Now, as you can see, it's pretty simple. There's a lot of designs that have been successful just with text alone. If you have a clever saying or a cool quote or cool phrase, you can do pretty well just doing text. Now, it will be very competitive to actually become one of the best sellers with just text alone. So I'm going to show you some techniques of how you can manipulate the text, and then we'll introduce another element into it. All right, so we have here our simple text. Actually, I think this text is called Jungle Fever. All right, yeah, kind of cool, like coincidence. So I'll be on my layer with Bigfoot. And what I use a lot here, well, make sure you also have your text tool here highlighted. This way, if I actually want to change something, I could write something else, or I could edit what the text says. So let's keep it at Bigfoot. Here I can center it. Usually I keep things more centered just so I can have the text centered to where I want the design to be. Or you can align it to the left or to the right, however you like. Now, this is the tool I wanted to show you guys. I use this a lot just to change the text a lot and I give it a different effect. So from here, I'll be able to choose all these options. There's arc, and as you can see, I can move the text around in an arc form. So you can get lower or a bit higher. So just play around with this and see what you like, like I might like this, like this. You have several options to pick from. I kind of like that one. You can have like a flag. So say you want to make it into put it into a flag, the text. You can kind of work around with this tool and place it in there. And then you just have other, funky little effects that you can achieve. So my recommendation is play around with this and see if you can get the desired effect that you're looking for. So I think I'll use the arc upper, I think. Let's make that, yeah. Or make it, I want to make the big a bit bigger, see if that will be cool. Bigfoot, maybe. Oop. No. Well, let's see that. Let's keep it there. And there we have it. Kind of morphed Bigfoot text. Now another tool you can use, and it's very helpful if you want the text to go around a particular curve, a particular angle, is you can start off using the pen tool. So say I want the text to go around in a curve. I'll start here, and I want this text to go around this particular curve. I leave it at that. Don't worry, we won't be using this. I'll get rid of it. But let's go back to our text tool here, and then you will see that the symbol right here, the text symbol, will start to change. So the icon kind of changes, and it'll let you write on the curve. So once we click here, let's say Bigfoot again, Bigfoot, it wraps around the curve. Now you can use this in different ways, angles, upside down, however you like. So you can definitely use the pen tool to kind of have different effect on your text, or if you wanted to just wrap around image, or you wanted to insert it into an image as well. So here I would just eliminate the shape, and then I would still have the text available, and then I can move it around. All right, so I got rid of that, and I suggest you guys to play around with it and see how you can work with this tool and come up with cool effects with your text. So I got my text here. We're gonna work with this. Now I'm gonna bring in a silhouette, and it's gonna be the silhouette of Bigfoot. So I'm gonna kind of help you guys achieve this effect. So we'll bring in our image of Bigfoot, place it here. We're gonna rasterize it. Oh, we have to click it. Yep, place it there. Let's rasterize it so we can manipulate it. There we go. Now, as I showed you in the previous video, if we go to Image, Adjust, and then we go to, where is this? Threshold, we can kind of have a black and white effect. Unfortunately, this is not really going to work for our silhouette, so we're going to have to do this a different way. And what I'm going to do is basically erase everything around Bigfoot, and then we're going to create the silhouette out of this. So let's go to our eraser tool, and we're going to begin to erase, and it's going to take a little bit of time. Alright, so to create a better effect, obviously you would want to get really close in there and eliminate everything that you don't need. So as you can see here, I don't need this. And this sometimes can take a bit of time. Now the challenge here, right here, oh, let me zoom out. And if you need to zoom in or out, you can use this tool right here, the magnifying tool. So here is the challenge right here. As you can see, the foot is covered by, seems to be either a rock or some wood, some nature objects. So what we're going to have to do is basically kind of create the foot outline. So hopefully this comes out okay. Okay, I think that could be okay. So we'll just get close in and perfect our image right here, getting rid of everything we don't need. And obviously the more detailed you are in erasing exactly what you don't want, the better the outcome. All right, so there we have it, our Bigfoot. I believe there's something here. So try to erase everything around here. Da, 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 da. Okay. All right. So there we have our Bigfoot. You can pretty much, if you have an image you want to use, you can pretty much do this and use it. High resolution image. And yeah, there we go. We have our Bigfoot. But what I wanted to show you is I wanted to get a silhouette. So we're going to try to do it with image adjust threshold and see if I can achieve this effect, or if I like the effect I had before. But there we go. If we go all the way to the right, we have our silhouette right there. And this is how you can come up with unique designs. And obviously, if I went in there and I erased other things, or I even included other things, let's say I want him to have a football, maybe I can have a silhouette of a football here, or I don't know, he should have a cane. We can put a cane, and we can say Grandpa Bigfoot. You know what I mean? Actually, that's not a bad idea. I might do that. All right, so we have that option where we use the threshold. If that doesn't work, another thing I do use is I would go to my layer where the Bigfoot is. So make sure you're on your right layer right here on my layers. So here's the text and here's the Bigfoot text. Bigfoot layer. I'll press Command, and you'll have this little triangle selection icon appear. I click on it, and right here it'll select the image. All right, so if the threshold thing didn't work, I could use this one, and then I can go to edit. Then I can go to edit, fill, and I'm gonna use my foreground color, which is the black right here. The background color would be white, foreground black, foreground right here, black, voila. And then I have my silhouette. All right, so that's pretty much it. Got my design there. Let's export it. So we go to File, Save As, PNG, Bigfoot, save, press OK. So I got it here on Photoshop again, the final file, and I can move it around, see how I want it. If I want to get it bigger, I go to Edit, Free Transform, and you can make it bigger. Usually I do like filling the area where the design could be printed. And sometimes what I also do is I would use Command A, selects the whole area, and then I could center it, put it in the bottom, put it on the top, you know. So a lot of times I just try to center the image, but I also like using my eye and just seeing how it works like that. And if I want to put it, if I want to make this white, I'll just go to Image, Image, Adjust, Invert, and then we have it in white. So then I can put in a black t-shirt. Alright guys, hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Peace.